In this section, we will talk about the beautiful aspects of the competition that has glued us all to our television screens, the rivalry known as El Clasico. Goals, celebrations, disappointments, challenges. We'll delve into the memorable moments from all the El Clasico matches played in the last 30 years, moments that have etched themselves into our memories and will not be forgotten for a long time. Let's see who will come out on top this time. Don't forget to comment on which side seems to have the upper hand and subscribe to my channel. If you're ready, let's get started. The New Kid, Jude. Date, October 28, 2023. An El Clasico match with a crowd of exactly 50,112. It was Jude Bellingham's second El Clasico match in his career. The first match was a friendly, and Barcelona had defeated Real Madrid 3-0. Jude's debut in El Clasico had ended in disappointment. However, this time, it wasn't a friendly match, and Jude was extremely confident in elevating his career to new heights. The match started poorly for Real Madrid as they ended the first half trailing 1-0, failing to register a single shot on target in the first 45 minutes. We don't know what Ancelotti said or did to the players during halftime, but the second half was going to be entirely different. In the 68th minute, Bellingham scored an incredible goal from a long distance. The team and the fans rose to their feet once again. In the 92nd minute, Carvajal's cross deflected off Modric and suddenly found itself in front of Bellingham. Jude finished flawlessly. That day, Jude Bellingham had undoubtedly become the most talked about name in El Clasico. Benzema's time. Date, April 5, 2023. Kings Cup semi-final match. Venue, Camp Nou. With a crowd of 94,902, fans were expecting a flawless match. Barcelona supporters had packed the stadium to its capacity. There was hardly any room to move. Barcelona kept pressing, creating constant opportunities, but they couldn't find the back of the net. At the end of the first half, Vinicius scored, and in the 50th, 58th, and 80th minutes, Benzema netted 3 goals. That day, Real Madrid left the field with a 4-0 victory, eliminating Barcelona from the cup. This match marked Benzema's last hat-trick in El Clasico. Sanchez's superb goal. Alexis Sanchez, who spent 3 seasons at Barcelona, played 141 matches, 97 of which were in the starting 11, and scored 46 goals. When he transferred from Udinese for €26 million in 2011, no one expected such a performance from him. Alexis has always been a player I love, with his speed, agility, and mesmerizing dribbles. In an El Clasico match at Nou Camp in 2013, entering the game in the 70th minute, the Chilean swiftly moved towards Neymar's through ball in the 77th minute. Before catch me if you can. Gareth Bale, the 100 million man. It seems the Real Madrid fans never quite embraced him, perhaps because they always expected a performance close to Cristiano Ronaldo's. However, if we set aside his performances in the 2014 and 2018 Champions League finals, he will always be remembered for this goal. In the 2014 Kings Cup final, Madrid took the lead with Di Maria's goal. In the second half, Barcelona equalized, and the 85th minute arrived with a 1-1 draw, but Bale seemed as if he had just started the game. With an incredible sprint covering 60 meters, he first bypassed Bartra and then defeated Pinto. With this goal, Real Madrid not only lifted the Kings Cup but also ended a 4-match winless streak against Barcelona. Did it hurt, Paulo? Date, December 13, 2008. Barcelona initiates a counterattack with a sublime pass in the 90th minute. Henry quickly plays it back. Lionel, elegantly slipping the ball into the bottom corner, not only scores but also causes the injury of one of the world's best defenders. Poor Cannavaro. It must have been quite painful for him. On the other hand, this match marked Pep Guardiola's debut as the coach in El Clasico. In other words, Messi helps Pep secure his first victory in his first match as a coach. As he stated in 2014, "I tried to make Messi the best player in the world. He, in turn, ended up making me the best coach in the world by the end of the process." Bring me the victim. Within his era, you can easily consider Gerard Piqué among the top 5 or 6 defenders. Especially renowned for his positioning and composure, he is a world-class player. However, when faced with Cristiano Ronaldo, that composed figure seems to vanish, replaced by a nervous, clumsy player as if making his debut at the age of 18. In the 2012 Spanish Super Cup, Real Madrid needed to overturn a 3-2 loss at Camp Nou. In the 11th minute, Higuaín put the white and purple ahead. 8 minutes after this goal, Barcelona once again dominated possession. Real Madrid, seeking a counterattack again, played a long ball forward, and Ronaldo shouted, "Bring me the victim, sorry, bring Piqué." Real Madrid won the match 2-1 and claimed the Spanish Super Cup. The King is Me. April 23, 2017, venue, Santiago Bernabéu. When the match started, Lionel Messi had scored 498 goals. In the 21st minute, Marcelo's elbow struck Messi's lip. Lionel lay on the ground, bloodied. Then, in the 28th minute, Casemiro scored a goal, capitalizing on Ramos' rebounded shot, putting Madrid ahead 1-0. Just 5 minutes later, with Messi's lip still freshly bleeding, he received the ball in the midfield. Gliding into the penalty area like a snake, he evaded Modric, Carvajal, and Nacho and put the ball into the net. Messi celebrated his 499th goal, with a bloody napkin in his left hand drawing attention. In the 73rd minute, Rakitic put Barcelona ahead with a rocket shot. Ramos, as usual, lost control, violently tackling Messi to the ground, earning a red card. However, despite being reduced to 10 men, Madrid equalized in the 85th minute with James. In football, there are scenes that writers claiming it's mine cannot pen, and directors proclaiming I'm the best cannot capture such moments. Everything naturally unfolds on its own. Perhaps, the reason for our love for the game lies in these enchanting scenes. In the 92nd minute, Sergi Roberto, Barcelona's lad, rockets forward. He swiftly moves the ball into the opponent's half, passing to André Gomez. Gomez passes to Jordi Alba, who centers the ball. Even before the ball reaches him, Leo has already scored the goal in his mind. He calculates where to celebrate the goal in the last minute of a match where your lip has burst, and you've been tackled to the ground by the opponent. Moreover, it's at the Bernabéu in front of 80,000 Madrid fans. You're scoring your 500th career goal. Messi played this scene with such beauty that it could outshine even master theater actors. He took off his number 10 jersey. Even the jersey froze in awe. Not even the wind dared to interrupt the enchantment of that scene. As Messi showed his jersey to the Madrid stands, he was whispering, "The King is me." 100% natural. The first match of the 2017 Spanish Super Cup, held at Nou Camp. 4 months had passed since Messi's last-minute goal and the subsequent show of strength. Ronaldo wasn't ready, having not participated in the preseason camp. He was among the substitutes. However, it was evident that he had lived through this moment in his mind countless times. Perhaps he had seen it in his dreams. In the 58th minute of the match, with Madrid leading 1-0, Cristiano entered the game. In the 77th minute, Messi equalized with a penalty goal. Just 3 minutes later, Cristiano one-on-one with Pique brilliantly placed the ball into the far corner. Real Madrid won the match 3-1 and secured the cup with a 2-0 victory in the return leg. After the goal, Ronaldo, taking off his shirt, displayed his 100% natural muscle mass to friend and foe alike. If you're going to take off the shirt, you should wear a t-shirt underneath. Pick and roll. The year is 2011, this time in the UEFA Champions League semi-final. The first leg at the Bernabéu. Pinto received a red card in the 45th minute, followed by Pepe in the 61st. In the 76th minute, Messi sprung into action with a striker's instinct, touching a superb cross and sending the ball into the net between Casillas' legs. In the 87th minute, this time, he took on Las in the middle of the field. Using Sergio in front of him just like basketball guards use picks to screen, he penetrated through the Real Madrid defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, eluding them all and leaving His Majesty behind with a spin. The second leg, ending 1-1 with goals from Pedro and Marcelo, saw Leo and his teammates advance to Wembley, eliminating their eternal rivals and setting up a showdown with Manchester United in the final. Zidane wanted it this way. The first leg of the 2001-2002 UEFA Champions League semi-final. Camp Nou witnesses a parade of stars. On one side, there's Frank de Boer, Luis Enrique, Patrick Kluivert. On the other, Roberto Carlos, Guti, Raúl, and Zidane. Despite losing the league title to Valencia that season, Madrid hadn't lost any matches against Barca. The first half ended 0-0, and in the 55th minute, Zidane took the stage, putting Real Madrid in the lead. In the 90th minute, Steven sealed the deal, and after a 1-1 draw in the return leg, Real Madrid embarked on the path to the final against Leverkusen, aiming for their 9th title as the champions of Europe. You already know the rest. The Naked King. Date, November 19, 2005. A fairy tale unfolds at Santiago Bernabéu. It was the day Barcelona told the king, "You are naked." When Barcelona took the lead with Samuel Eto'o in the 15th minute, everything seemed like an ordinary El Clasico evening. In the 60th minute, Ronaldinho, on the left wing, first left the young Ramos, who had not yet learned to tackle, then dribbled past Helguera, and finally left Carlos, who was rushing in the wrong direction, in a daze, making it 2-0. At that moment, all Madridistas realized that something was going wrong. In the 78th minute, once again leaving Ramos behind, Ronaldinho made it 3-0. Not only did he score a goal, but for the first time in El Clasico history, a Barcelona player was being applauded by the Madrid stands. The account is open. The 2011 Kings Cup Final. Cristiano Ronaldo, who joined Real Madrid in 2009, had not secured a victory in the previous 4 El Clasico encounters. In the early days of his intensifying rivalry with Messi, comments suggesting that he disappeared in big matches, especially against Barcelona, seemed to have deeply affected him. The normal time of this match ended in a 0-0 draw. In fact, just a few minutes before this goal, Terminator had signaled what was about to happen with an incredible leap and shot in a match that had already seen 100 minutes. In the 103rd minute, he rose almost as high as Ronaldo to head in Di Maria's cross, securing not only his first El Clasico victory but also his first trophy in his Madrid career. Not just passing, it's positional play. Everyone labels Barcelona's style of football as a passing game and attributes their success to the high number of passes. Those who believe this are mistaken. The secret to Barcelona's game lies in being in the right positions on the field. In various scenarios, it's not the player with the ball but the off-the-ball players creating passing options on the field who determine where the ball will go. People watching football usually focus on the area where the ball is, so they may not see this. When a Barcelona player lifts their head, they see at least 3 passing options. Thanks to this positioning and teamwork, Barcelona doesn't give the ball away for minutes. They make 24 consecutive passes, and the opponent becomes foolish chasing the ball. They don't even realize Iniesta has infiltrated the penalty area, and then a goal happens. They don't even notice. The ball is still in play. They still think Barcelona is just passing. That's what I'm saying. Those who believe this are mistaken. Counterattacks are our specialty. Especially in the last 30 years, these two teams clashed not only in terms of management style, player and coach preferences but also with their contrasting playing styles on the field. Particularly during the Mourinho era, Real Madrid was known for counterattacks and direct passing play. But even after his departure, they didn't abandon this approach for a long time. In the 2014-2015 season, in a league match at the Bernabeu, Real Madrid fell behind with Neymar's goal in the 4th minute, but they turned the tide with Ronaldo in the 35th minute and Pepe in the 51st minute. In the remaining 60 minutes of the match, Barcelona once again dominated the Madrid half. Here's a textbook counterattack goal for you. At the beginning of the play, there is not a single white-shirted player in the Barcelona half. With 3 passes and just 8 seconds later, there are 4 Real Madrid players in the frame, and it's Karim Benzema who scores the goal. Real Madrid won 3-1. Abracadabra. The 2009-2010 season, the years when the win created by Pep at Barcelona began to turn into a storm. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who never quite got along with Coach Guardiola, started the match on the bench and entered the game in the 51st minute, replacing Henry. Just 5 minutes after coming on, following a beautiful cross from the right by Dani Alves, Zlatan soared the nets with a typical one-touch finish. Simultaneously, this goal stands as both the only goal he scored against Real Madrid and the only one in his entire career in El Clasico matches. Calm down. In the year 2012, Real Madrid would be crowned champions if they could leave Camp Nou with at least a draw. While the match was tied at 1-1 and Barcelona seemed to be in control, in the 73rd minute, Ronaldo, reacting to a brilliant pass from Mesut, silenced the Catalans. What followed was a very striking display of body language. Calm down, I am here. Don't get excited. Take a deep breath. Now, sit back down. Real Madrid won the match 2-1, breaking goal and point records in La Liga at the end of the season to become champions. Psychological champion. This time, in the 34th week of the 2008-2009 season, the two eternal rivals faced each other. The previous week, Barcelona had dropped 2 points in an away match against Valencia, while the Whites had defeated Sevilla away with 4 goals, reducing the points gap to 5. Moreover, in the 34th week, Barcelona would host Real Madrid at Santiago Bernabeu. You know how we always say more than 3 points for matches like this? This is a match that perfectly fits that saying. To make it more meaningful, let me continue from the reverse. In the 38th week, Barcelona lost points, but Real Madrid was defeated. In the 37th week, Barcelona lost points again. However, Real Madrid was defeated again. In the 36th week, Barcelona lost points again. Real Madrid was defeated again. In the 35th week, Barca lost points once more. Real Madrid was defeated once again, for losses in the last 4 weeks. Here's the reason for that. The El Clasico played in the 34th week. So, what happens in the 34th week? Barcelona declares its championship not mathematically but psychologically, entering the opponent's home in the most dangerous turn of the championship race. They score 6 goals, with 2 from Henry, 2 from Messi, 1 from Pique, and 1 from Puyol. They devastate the city of Madrid and demolish the 80,000-seater Santiago Bernabeu. This defeat leaves such a lasting impact on Madrid that they can't secure a single victory in the following 4 weeks. Football is often a physical game, but sometimes it's truly a psychological one. Of course, I can't narrate all El Clasicos. If we try to tell all the stories, we can't do it in a single video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video. If you want to subscribe, well, you can do that if you want. Goodbye.